Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Tiana. If you're new here, it's nice to meet you. Thank you so much for coming and joining. I am a career coach and a life coach and your HR recruiter bestie, but also I'm a new mom, and that is what I've been mostly focused on recently. To catch you up, my baby just turned 1, and what a time. I'm like realizing what a big year it's been. I've learned so much about myself. I've grown so much, which I plan to talk about in um, some other videos that I share. But today I do want to talk about career coaching and life coaching because I realized I haven't really talked about that. And I thought it'd be a good time to do a little chit chat, catch up, and kind of go through the differences in what I do with my coaching with my clients, and kind of the differences of those two. But yeah, I've been super busy. It's been just a lot with taking care of a baby and working, and also building up my content for YouTube and doing my podcast. So I've been trying really hard to get a video out every couple weeks, like twice a month. I'm trying to do videos for my YouTube channel, but I am weekly putting out episodes for the podcast. So that's been a lot. But right now, I only have a few videos for YouTube that are really focused on meditations. They're actually affirmation videos, but I will have some meditation videos up soon. I mostly wanted to just start creating a little bit of a library so I can send some resources to my clients. It makes it a little bit easier when I already have something created. So that's why I've been doing that and focusing and prioritizing on those pieces. But I did think it'd be really good for me to start talking about myself. And I realized I didn't even come on here and share anything about myself too much. I think the podcast, I have one episode where I talk about myself. It's like an introduction, but I feel like that gets buried. So I thought this might be a good chit chat way to start things out on the YouTube channel, and just kind of go into myself. And then I plan on doing some more videos like this. And if you like this content, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what's interesting to you. I feel like I have so many life stories, and I could put a lot on here, but I am trying to be mindful of some of the things I share too. But I thought, yeah, by the way, sorry, I keep looking down because I do have my monitor. You do not know, I usually do these recordings during my baby's nap time. Usually I do them in the mornings when I can. Um, but my schedule's been a little bit weird because my baby just had his birthday, and there's so many things that we've been trying to do and celebrate him and celebrate this crazy year it's been. I'm also going to be ending my nursing journey. It's a transition out, but oh my God, I can't even believe I did that. It's been a year and I've been nursing the whole time, and I'm just tired. Tired. I am at the point where I'm just over it. I don't know how I did this, to be honest. But we definitely were having some issues with formula, and now that he's a year, I can get him on regular milk or almond milk, and we'll see how that goes. But as a new mom, I have definitely been, I think both myself and my husband have both been very like anxious parents a bit in the beginning, just nervous about all the little things and trying to get ourselves used to parenthood and acclimate into parenthood. And everything seems scary and everything seems dramatic. And so I've just been trying to get through it and not criticize myself too much for um all the fear that I have, and try to take a breath and let myself know, okay, it's going to be okay. But that is a process and a journey in itself. And speaking of that, I'm going to segue into what I wanted to talk about today, which was really about career coaching versus life coaching. I've had a few people ask what kind of coaching I do, and I like to call myself a career coach, but I do notice that career coaching sometimes, like on LinkedIn or in the world, is not exactly what I do. Um, and I wouldn't say, well, let me say this. Career coaching and life coaching for me are very much similar and go hand in hand. For me, I am a certified life coach. So I really approach my clients with a life coach approach. And that's because, and with this, I'll bring in my social worker hat and very much advocate for therapy. I talk about therapy for myself too, but as a coach, we like to think about coaching starting where therapy ends, and coaching kind of leaves off where therapy can begin. So it's very much a cycle. Therapy and coaching go hand in hand, and we like that. With my clients, I do let them know that I am not the only resource for them, that I am here and a resource, but I also encourage therapy as well, especially depending on some of the things that they're dealing with. Sometimes therapy can be um, a more suitable route or a better option for some topics. And I say this because there are some things that, as a life coach, I can only go so far and so deep into. The nice thing is that as a social worker, um, I do have therapeutic foundational training from my degree program. And so I use a lot of those skills when I'm working with clients. I can switch my hat around a little bit, but I am not a licensed clinical social worker. I am not a therapist. And so I really I know my boundaries and I know where I need to stop and I need to redirect if that's something that is needed in a conversation. But for the most part, with my coaching, why I say my career coaching is a little different than what I see some career coaches either advertise as or what you see like on LinkedIn. It's different because some career coaches really focus on like resume skills or resume building and interview skills, and the traditional career coaching roadmap, I guess I could say, mostly focus on working with individuals to get them employed, hired, job placement almost. I don't just do that. So those things are actually very minimal in my work with my clients. We probably spend maybe 5 to maybe 10% of our work on the actual career stuff, like resume building, interview skills, interviewing practices or whatnot, LinkedIn review. A lot of that stuff can be part of my coaching package or program, but it's very minimal in the work we do. And that's because, like I said, I'm a life coach. So when I meet my clients where my clients are, and I've said this before in some other content, but typically what I experience with clients is that clients will come to me for a few different reasons. Either they're looking to get promoted, they're looking for career advancement outside of their job, like they're looking for a new job, or they're transitioning from one career to another career. So those are the three main ways that clients will come see me. And a lot of times, what I identify through our coaching sessions is that there may be certain blocks that they're experiencing. And what I like to say is that life will get in the way of any career movement or career trajectory when that piece of life is not managed or dealt with. And so that's how life coaching gets connected into my career coaching. My clients, a lot of times career and money go together, and they go together. It makes sense they go together. If somebody wants a promotion, they're likely looking for more money. So a lot of times where I work with clients is we will discuss money and specific, maybe some money mindset issues that come up, maybe some money blocks that they're experiencing. And we have to work through digging a little bit deeper into how their relationship with money is, what their relationship with money was growing up. So we might talk about some of those things. And again, that becomes peeling back the layers to actual life coaching. And so, yeah, money topics do tend to come up a lot as we bring up career topics. So those things go hand in hand. And a lot of times with my clients, what we notice is that we'll look at the wheel of life. If you haven't watched some of my podcast episodes, I do talk about the wheel of life a little bit, but the wheel of life really looks at different categories in our life, like career, like relationships, like health. So it has these different areas of life that we categorize, and we start to work through identifying key points of where people actually are versus where they want to be. And when we go through this, uh, with my clients, we start to notice that typically there are some areas of their life that they're doing well in, and other parts of their life that they're struggling with, or it's not exactly where they want it to be. And so we work through the different parts of where they want to prioritize, and then we work through potentially setting goals. Most coaching is a bit more goal focused, but we'll work through identifying what would make a client feel like they're living up to their true potential if they were able to address some of these areas that they're not feeling as strongly about. So for me, it's very much my belief that my clients, any clients I'm working with, that they really do have it within themselves to be successful and accomplish and achieve their goals that have set for themselves. A lot of times there are some things that we have to work through, but I absolutely believe my clients are more than capable of achieving those goals. And for me, I'm really just there to be of service as a guide and a bit of a partner to walk alongside my clients in their journey of life and their career journey to help them to achieve their goals and get them to where they want to go. And I do that through asking curious questions, getting very familiar with them. Sometimes it's about affirming a client that they're on the right track and that they're staying true to what they want for themselves and true to who they feel like their true authentic self is. So it does take a lot of work, but and that is it. That is how the career coaching, life coaching overlaps. And for me, like I said, not two different things. They're for me combined. They are together. I really look at it as like a holistic. Career coaching is life coaching. Life coaching is my little niche of career coaching. I love working with new clients because it's so exciting to see when clients are starting to set goals for themselves and they achieve them. And with my clients, we really work through a program, typically of a 3 month program, and the work that you can do in such a short amount of time is amazing. It's incredible. It's exciting to watch. It's motivating to me. It makes me feel inspired. I love working with clients and feeling that inspired feeling. And so part of that is why I wanted to start this channel, because I wanted to continue to create a library of content for my clients, but also I'll be able to get more information to people in a larger scale versus maybe a one-on-one, because sometimes the one-on-one isn't for everyone. Although I love doing the one-on-one sessions and I love coaching one-on-one. And, if you're interested and you are looking for a career coach, please send me a message and I would be happy to set up time with you. But for those who are looking for maybe just specific pieces of information, I thought that the podcast might be helpful with your career to pinpoint specific areas and address those areas for those who are interested and would like access. And then, with the YouTube channel, I do want some things that are more personalized. So I can share a little bit more with you about myself and how I got to where I am, because it has been such a journey for me, especially with my background, growing up in a foster home, um, putting myself through college, putting myself through grad school. It's been a lot. There's a lot that I've gone through. And yeah, I think there's a lot I've learned, and I hope that when I share those things, they can land with you and others, and hopefully it's helpful. But I just thought it might be good to start to share myself a little bit more. Growing up in a foster home, you're really trying to be the kid that blends in. You don't really want to be someone who stands out, because a lot of times you're standing out for the wrong reason and you don't want that. You don't want to be known as the bad kid. And so for a lot of my life, I think I lived my life in the background. And now that I have a child, I don't want him to feel that way. I don't want him to think that he has to hide himself. I want him to feel like he can confidently be himself, but I can't ask that of him unless I'm modeling it myself. So that is why I'm here. And I hope that, I hope one day he can learn from me, and how, for me, the internet has been super scary. Uh, and these past few months have been me sharing a lot of information and putting myself out there a lot. And I hope to continue to do that for the next year. But it has been absolutely scary for me. There are definitely moments where I don't love it. There are definitely moments where um, I'm overthinking it. I definitely feel like I'm awkward a lot of times. I'm not used to a camera. I'm getting used to a camera. I'm just trying to figure it out as I go. But I hope in a year's time, I can look back and say, wow, Tiana, you've really grown. You really are putting yourself out there. And I hope in the future I can create content and feel like, oh, you know what you're talking about, and you look confident doing it. Right now, I feel like a little bit, not gonna lie, I feel like a little bit of a hot mess half the time. But I'm trying my best, and I'm proud of myself for putting myself out there. But I'm just gonna be honest, it has not been easy. So, I think for me, it's about the better, and bigger picture, the better good, and really trying to serve people, meet people where they are, meet women where they are, and also create pipelines for new clients if clients are interested in career coaching. Okay, well, I have been chit-chatting here for a bit. So, I know this was a little bit of an unstructured type of video. Let me know what you think, because if these are the videos that are what lands and what resonates with you and that what you're interested in, I can make more of these. But also, like, if I'm trying to chit chat here, but I'm still at my desk and doing like a normal work stuff. You know, every once in a while I'll share where I got my earrings, or that's usually what people are asking about, is like my earrings, because I love earrings. But yeah, I will be showing up here trying to um create some different content. But if there's certain kinds of content that you want to see, I don't have a TikTok yet. I do have an Instagram. I have a Facebook that I kind of use. And then I have, of course, my YouTube channel, which is where I think majority of my content's going to be. But I don't have a TikTok. I have a lot of shorts here on YouTube that are from the podcast. I've thought about creating a TikTok and putting the shorts on the TikTok, but I've never even been on TikTok. That's probably not going to say, but I never been on TikTok yet, so I don't even know what TikTok's like. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of scares me too. A lot of the social media stuff scares me. Like I said, putting myself out there, it is super scary for me all around. TikTok also scares me because I feel like I might get lost. I might get lost in TikTok. I don't know. Let me know how you guys feel. I also have heard some feedback recently about how there's just been different experiences that people are having. So, if you think that might be something I should consider for short form content, let me know. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna be a little bit more of a yapper. So it might be, I feel like YouTube's a little bit more of my home. But also some of the content I want to create is gonna have to be long form, partly because of the podcast episodes, but partly because of some of the topics I want to talk about. If there's topics you want to see or that you're curious about, I know I want to, here's some of the topics I want to talk about. I want to talk about why I decided to quit my HR job. I thought that might be some helpful, valuable information because there were some red flags that got me to that direction. I do want to talk about myself, my personal experience when it comes to the pregnancy life, my postpartum life. I've talked about postpartum life in my podcast, and there's so much more. But there's certain experiences I had with trauma and anxiety that I thought might be helpful to share. So I thought about talking about that. Um, I thought about talking about my birth story because it was a very dramatic one, but I don't know if that really fits with this channel. But, if you're curious, let me know. Let's see. I wanted to do a little bit more of what I would call like some fun stuff. For me, I can be very spiritual. So there are some things that I wanted to talk about when it comes to manifestation. Um, there are some experiences I've had with law of attraction that I didn't even know. So I thought it might be good to talk about my experience with law of attraction. Um, I thought about talking about my anxiety and medication because I do use medication. Let's see, things that my body has experienced because of trauma. I think that's like such a side topic, but I had that on there. But yeah, I mean, I feel like not a lot of that was very fun. But if there's like fun things that you want me to talk about, I can definitely get into, we can do a Q&A. Maybe that might be a good video to do. But I don't know. You let me know. Like, what are you interested in hearing about me? I will try my best to be as open as possible. But like I said, and I'm not gonna lie about this, it's scary. It's so scary to me. So like I said, I'll do my best, but I'm hoping that you will meet me where I am, just like I meet my clients where they are. But anyway, I'm gonna be done chit-chatting now because it's been like almost half an hour, and I gotta get back to working, and I know this baby's gonna wake up soon. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. Please comment, like, subscribe. I am newer here. I hope to continue to build the channel. I hope to continue to build the page and bring more content. And hopefully it's something you're interested in. But send me a message if you're curious about anything, and I'll work on creating content. Okay, well, please have a good rest of your day and a good rest of your week. And I will see you in the next one.